Eric was a very troubled 15-year-old. Abused by his father, neglected by his mother, he'd wandered from foster home to foster home for over 10 years. An accomplished artist, his favorite paintings were black hearts with daggers through them. Eric was one troubled young man. Whether they cared for his spiritual well-being or whether they just wanted a week away from him, his foster family signed Eric up for a week of Christian camp in the Catskill Mountains of upstate New York. He arrived on a Saturday afternoon and quickly isolated himself from the other young people. In fact, twice during the first afternoon, he tried to leave the campgrounds. When I stopped him on the gravel roadway, he said he was going to hitchhike back to Long Island. Now, there wasn't a major road for miles. I said, Eric, unless you expect a big old buck to invite you onto his back, you'd better come back with me to the camp. For the next 4 days, Eric stayed on the fringes. He talked to no one. He participated in no games. He just doodled on his sketch pad, black hearts with daggers through them. The week's theme was on God's unconditional love. Over and over again, I repeated the words, God cannot stop loving us. After our Vesper service on Wednesday evening, several of the young people were baptized. We walked into the fast-flowing Schoharie, and holding our feet hard against the current, we lowered the young people into the water and then raised them up again. Wide grins crossed their faces as they warmly embraced one another. They'd gotten it. God cannot stop loving us. And they bathed themselves in the baptismal waters of that love. And how did Eric respond? We'll talk about that when we return.